Okay, welcome everybody. It's Star Wars Unlimited, Twilight of the Republic set review, and we're on yellow right now. And if you haven't heard of Star Wars Unlimited, it's a TCG, kind of like if you've played Pokemon or Magic. It's along those lines, and it's really, really good. So I highly suggest if you do play TCGs to check it out. It's a very fun game. If you like Star Wars or TCGs, it's very good. All right, so we're gonna jump right in and start doing some of the yellow. And this is my first reaction. I haven't looked at any of the cards, so we're gonna see what we find. And we have one cost, 1/2. On attack, you may exhaust a friendly droid unit or General Grievous. If you do, this unit gets +2/+0 for an attack. Oh, it was Soulless, the Soulless one, customized for Grievous. That's kind of cool. All right, so Separatist Commando, 2 cost, 2/3. While you control another Separatist unit, this unit gains Raid 2. It's a starter set card. So that makes it a 4/3 for 2, which is very... Actually, that's ahead of the curve right there. So this is really good, actually. So, yeah. As long as you got the Separatist and you can activate the bonus, this is ahead of the damage curve right here. It's only a 2-drop, so that's really good. Okay, we have Elite P-38 Starfighter, 3 cost, 3/2. When played, when defeated, you may deal 1 damage to a unit. So that's 2 damage. It's common. Huh. I think it's interesting. It's new. I mean, the stats are okay. It's just kind of like a basic stats for space. The fact that it can do damage to a unit when played on defeated could be pretty good because it kind of can ping things. So it could be good in Palpatine to ping things, I think. So that's nice. Infiltrating Demolisher, 4/4/5, X.1, so you can bring it down to 2. Wow. Saboteur common. Wow, man, these exploit cards are just nasty. Oh, these exploit are so nasty. Like, this is way, if you play this for exploit costs, way ahead of the curve on that. And you got Saboteur, so like, why not? Why not upgrade? Like, especially if your guy's about to die, he's already weakened out, then you might as well just upgrade. So that's really good. Rush Colvis, Banking Clan Skyon. Weird. Interesting. 4/3/5. He's got Raid 2, so it puts him up to 5. On attack, if the player controls no ready resources, create a battle droid token. He's rare. Huh. So you want to attack with them at the end of the phase, looks like, after they've already done their thing. But a 5/5 for 4 is decent. Other than that, I don't know how often you're going to hit that ability, really, honestly. Tactical Droid Commander, 5/4/4, Exploit 2, so it could take it down to 1. When you play another Separatist unit, you may exhaust a unit that costs the same as or less than the played unit. When you play another Separatist unit, you may exhaust a unit that costs the same as or less than the played unit. It's uncommon. I mean, once again, for 1, or even for just 3, that's a really good stats. His ability is decent. Tap down something. All right, next up, Zero the Hutt. Colorful Schemer. Looks like a Lady Hutt. It's 5/8. Wow, 8's a lot. Underworld Hutt. When played for each opponent, you may exhaust the unit that player controls. Okay, that's cool for Twin Suns. On attack for each opponent, you may exhaust the resource that player controls. Huh, that's... Exhausting a resource is kind of nasty. I don't know. It could be situational. Could be some combos there. San Hill, chairman of the Banking Clan, 6. He's a 3/7 Separatist official, Exploit 3. What? So once again, a free unit. You can just put him out for upgrading. Like, that's really good. On attack for each friendly unit that was defeated this phase, ready a friendly resource. What? For each friendly unit that was defeated this phase, ready a friendly resource. What the heck? So with Boba, that'd be even nasty. If you lose friendly units, though. Rare. Yeah, I mean, just think that anything with exploit is looking really nice. It doesn't have too much power, but I mean, it's a really cheap unit for the amount of ability of defense and stuff you're getting there. Cad Bane, hostage taker. That's cool. I like the picture. It's a really cool picture. 7 cost, 7/7, so strong stats for normal or about normal stats for a 7. When played, this unit captures up to 3 enemy non-laner units with a total of 8 or less remaining HP. Wow. Total of 8 or less remaining HP. What the heck? That's really good. On attack, the defending player may rescue a card they own guarded by this unit. If they do, draw 2 cards. What? So he lets you draw cards and lets you rescue units when he attacks? And it's a pretty solid unit with an interesting ability. And he's got a legendary, so there could be some value here. Yeah, I mean, it's situational based on if you like capture or not, or if you're wanting to do capture. He does draw 2 cards, which is kind of cool. Wartime Profiteering, 1 cost. Look at the top card. It's an event. Look at the cards from the top of your deck equal to the number of units that were defeated this phase. Draw 1 card and put the other on the bottom. Others on the bottom of your deck in random order. If you're using exploit, it's good. Yeah, so it's only going to be viable in exploit, really. Unnatural Life, it's a 3 cost event. Play a unit that was defeated this phase from your discard pile. It costs 2 less and enters play ready at the start of the regroup phase defeated. What? So it's a sneak attack from your discard pile? There's all sorts of combos you could do with this. Dude, I don't know, man. This is like a really nasty card. So there's all sorts of combos you could do with this. You come in, attack with something, then it dies. Then you play it again. Then it dies, and then it dies again. So like any defeat abilities like will trigger twice. And it comes in play ready, so you can swing twice. Yeah, I know there's going to be a lot of combos you could do off that. So the possibilities are kind of interesting with that one. On the doorstep, 4 cost event, create 3 battle droid tokens and ready them. So it's a common. So it's pretty much just a battle droid creation. Wolfpack Escort. It's a 1 cost. Is yellow heroic 2/1. When played, you may return a friendly non-leader non-vehicle unit to its owner's hand. Copy or common. Yeah, so it's another bounce card. So we've seen that there's a lot of abilities that you can trigger off the bounces. So yeah, a 1-drop bounce card is really, really good. So I really like this card. There's a lot of combos that you can do with bouncing. It's the fact that it's a 1 cost space unit. This is basically just your bounce engine right here. You got to use this for bouncing stuff. Yeah, I think this is great, actually. Well, it says non-vehicle unit, though, so you got to watch out for that. Padme Amidala, Pursuing Peace. 2 cost, 1/4. Coordinate on attack, even if enemy unit -3 for the phase. The coordinate ability is just kind of just nullifying them. I don't know. It's could be useful in a draft, I guess. R2D2, cool, full of solutions. Wow, that's fun. 2 cost. He's a 2/4 Republic droid. When played, you may discard a card from your hand. If you do, search the top 3 cards of your deck for a card and draw it. Okay, so another draw mechanic with R2. That's fun. Uncommon. He's got a little more power than last time, so 2/4 instead of 1/4, so that's cool. Yeah, I think that's a fun card. It's a cool card. I don't know if it's going to be like amazing for anything, but I mean, it's got a cool card. Ahsoka Tano unit. All right, 3 cost, 3/4. Always ready for trouble. The picture's cool. That's a cool picture of Ahsoka. It's got the typical force unit. While you control fewer units than an opponent, this unit gains ambush. That's nice. Action 2, return this unit and each upgrade on her to its owner's hand. Legendary. The hand, I guess the idea is that you can ambush, kill something, and then bounce, return to your hand, ambush again. So, well, you control, it's as long as you control fewer units, you can keep coming out and ambushing them. So that possibility is kind of cool. It is expensive to keep doing that, though, because you got to play 2 and then 3. So you got to be like, oh, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. So, like, I don't know. And the fact that she doesn't stay out means you're not going to be doing damage to the base. So, yeah, I don't know. It's situational. I mean, it's like it's just decent because it could be like kind of like a 3 damage removal, like over and over again, but you have to pay for it. Sabine, cool. Sabine Wren. Oh, that's a cool. So older Sabine with a lightsaber. That's cool. You can count on me. 4 cost, 4/4. Okay, those are good. Mandalorian. She's got the Mandalorian. She doesn't have force though. Okay, Mandalorian, Spectre, Fringe. While this unit is exhausted, she can't be attacked unless she gains Sentinel. What? Well, she's exhausted. She can't be. Wow, that's nice. Okay, so swing with her every turn first. On attack, you may discard a card from your deck. If it doesn't share an aspect with your base, deal 2 damage to a ground unit. What? That's a good ability too. And she's rare. Well, like okay, like a solid card, solid everything, solid abilities, and a solid card for her. Yeah, I mean that's gonna fit really nicely in a white yellow deck. Plo Koon Kudaya. I don't know, that's weird. It's a cool picture. 5/3/6, and he's Jedi Force, Republic again. He's got the ambush, and he has got coordinate read 3. Okay, so okay for 6. So a 6/6 for 5 is like Zuckuss. Zuckuss was a 5 cost 6/6 with Saboteur. So I mean he's right up there with a really nice power on for stats wise. Ambush is great, so he could come in. If you got the coordinate ability, ambushing for 6 is really good. Pretty much you can remove something, and so yeah, I mean ambush is great, so that's good. Yeah, it's another solid unit for yellow white. I get pretty much. Republic attack pods, 6 cost, 6/7. Republic vehicle walker. If you control 3 more units, this unit costs 1 less to play. Okay, so it would only be 5. So that's one of the best stats for a 5 cost if you get the power to trigger off. He's only common. So this could be pretty nasty for draft. Effie's Nest, Champion of Justice. Okay, 7 cost, 5/7. Got the leader stats there. Underworld Saboteur is nice. When played on attack, you may return an enemy non-leader unit with less power than this unit to its owner's hand. Ooh, that's annoying. Oh wow. Give her ambush and come in, immediately bounce their guy, and then just keep bouncing. I mean, that's very, very annoying and very nice, actually. They're going to just try and remove her as quick as they can, but she's pretty buff. On attack, you may return an enemy non-leader to. Oh, yeah, that's a very good card for yellow-white. Very, very good. That's very annoying. And if you play double yellow, you got so much bounce going on. So more bouncing. That's even nasty. All right, we got a 2-cost unit. Clear the field. Choose a non-leader unit that costs 3 or less. Return it and each enemy non-leader unit with the same name as it to their owner's hand. It's only an uncommon and only 2-cost event. Like, so it's really anti-token. Essentially, it's an evacuate for all their tokens. It only costs 2. So that's pretty nasty, dude. Gotta say, that's really good. Creative thinking. It's a trick. And it's 2 cost. Exhaust a non-unique unit. Create a clone trooper token. Common. The picture's funny. The picture's definitely funny. It's a stormtrooper holding up a droid to Jabba's palace, like eye. Aid from the innocent. 5. Search the top 10 cards of your deck for 2 heroic non-unit cards and discard them. For this phase, you may play the discarded cards, and they each cost 2 less. Rare. Huh. That's going to be situational based on very specific requirements. And so it's going to be very situational, and it's going to be only heroics right there. And yeah, I mean, it lets you play 2 events. I would say that's not that great. Jar Jar Binks, Foolish Gungan. Oh man, this picture is so out there, dude. This goofy picture right here. He's a 2 double yellow 2/3 Gungan, and on attack deal 2 damage to a random unit or base. Uncommon. That's super annoying. So he could hit himself. He could hit his own base. That's just like, it's funny how they made it like kind of thematic. I did see this one before actually, but it's funny how they made this kind of thematic to what he is. It's just a goofy card, honestly. This one. Chancellor Palpatine, Wartime Chancellor, 4 double yellow, and he's 2/6 Republic official. Each token unit you create Enters play ready. Well, that's really good. On attack, if a unit left play this phase, create a clone trooper token. That's good too. So this is a different type of Chancellor Palpatine, where he's basically doing clone army, kind of Republic version of him. Legendary. Yeah, I mean it's interesting. It's very restrictive. You have to do the double yellow, but he could be 6 in a yellow deck or whatnot. Entering play ready is good. So if you put out a bunch of tokens and they all enter play ready, that's pretty nasty. That could be a kill shot. Impropriety among thieves. 4 cost, double yellow. Choose a ready non-leader unit controlled by each player. If you do, each player takes control of the chosen unit controlled by the player to their right. Oh, what the Twin Suns fun. At the start of the regroup phase, each player takes control of each unit they own that was chosen for this ability. Rare. That's fun. That's like a Twin Suns fun card, it looks like. I don't know. Choose it. I don't know what else that would be for, really. And maybe you switch guys. I don't know. Actually, this could be good if you're switching with a guy. If you attack with the guy, then you switch with them. Only double yellow though. So I don't know. It's a weird card. Clone Dive Trooper. 1 cost, 2/1. Republic Clone Trooper. Some of these cards are a little fuzzy. It's like an underwater trooper. Coordinate. Well, this unit is attacking a defender against plus -2. Is a common. I mean, it's a cool ability for a one drop. Not too amazing, but it's okay. Independent Senator, 1 drop, yellow, 0/4. Action 2. Exhausting it with 4 or less power. I don't know. Seems interesting. I don't see anything amazing with that. B1 security team 2, 3/1. Well, 3/1's nice. Sentinel. Oh, that's cool. Sentinel 3/1 is really good. Common. I like this. I really like this for 2. That's a really annoying for 2. To throw out a 3 damage 1 guy, like that's really annoying for 2. So like this is great actually. You can throw this into any yellow to add some sentinels in, and it's very annoying. It has droid and separatists as well, so that's good. Favorability delegate, 2 cost, 1/5. When played, draw a card. Whoa, that's good. When defeated, discard a card from your hand. Okay, common. Interesting. It'd be funny if you play this guy and you draw a card and then you give it to your opponent. Actually, that's really good. Actually, that's like really fun. I'm gonna have to do that. 100%. I'm gonna have to do that. That's fun. You draw a card when you play it, and then this is pretty good. Actually, the ability of drawing a card is good. He's also always on 1/5. Like 5 isn't too shabby. Like you can do something with 5. You could do some grit on him, or you can kind of power him up. Give him a jetpack, and all of a sudden now he's like a 5. He's at like a 3/5. So with a shield, like that's good. Or I don't know. There's a lot of stuff you can do with this guy. I think it's a fun card, and I definitely like the drawing a card for 2 is really good. You can also just bounce. Oh, when he's defeated, so you could bounce him. Yeah, you could play him and then bounce him, and he can go in dark side or he can go in heroic. So that's really good. Light side or dark side. Hot shot V-wing. Okay, we got another V-wing. 2, 2, 3. Just basic unit, common. So it's just a basic unit for draft, looks like, because it's similar to other ones. Lux Bonteri, Renegade Separatist, 2. He's a 3/2. When opponent plays a card, if that opponent paid less than the card's cost to play it, ready or exhaust a unit. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, but for exploit, people are definitely going to be cheating cards out all the time. Oh, wow. So if they're exploiting a lot and you play this guy out, it's like an anti-exploit. Oh, man. So this guy actually is really interesting. He's just as much as Admiral Modi, and Admiral Modi lets you untap guys too to ready. So this is actually really great because you could throw this out behind some sentinels, and then if they use exploit ability, then you can ready a guy, and you could ready something nasty, or you could exhaust something. So it gives even more versatility. Yeah, this is like way more versatility than Admiral Modi for sure. There's a lot of good stuff with that. Sly Moore, Secretive Advisor, 3 cost, 3/3. When played, take control of an enemy token unit and ready it. At the start of the regroup phase, that token's unit owner takes control of it. I like this. I like this. Or if somebody makes buffs to their token unit, like you can just steal their token unit, that's really good. Change a heart against a token. I don't know. It's all going to depend on if they make some buff tokens. If they make some buff tokens and stuff, this is going to be even better. As we find out, Freelance Assassin 3 to 4/2. 4/2 for 3 is nice. Underworld. When played, you may pay 2 if you do deal 2 damage to a unit. Is a common. I don't know. It seems like a little buffer unit for ground. Sanctions Shuttle 3 cost 2/3. Correct. When played, this unit captures an enemy on their unit that costs 3 or less. Uncommon. So I don't know. It's okay. It could be if you kind of overload your deck with capture abilities and stuff, that could be super annoying. To your opponent. Hidden Sharpshooter 4 cost 4/3, and we got Ambush, so that's good. The 3's weakening them up. Actually, the 3 Ambush. Yeah, it seems like a kind of a card for draft or something because it's a common, and a lot of 4 cost Ambush guys are 4/4s, or like a 4/4 is probably like the standard. So 4/3 is a little bit weaker. Yeah, I don't know. It's okay, but I think it's kind of more for draft. Geonosis Patrol Fighter 5 cost 3/2. It's kind of weak for a 5. Exploit 2. Okay, you can put it out for 1 if you exploit. When played, you may return a non-leader unit that costs 3 or less to its owner's hand. So another bounce card. There could be some nasty bounce combos that could work out really well. 5's cool. In Search of Truth 5, and he costs 5, and he's 5/5. That's why his name's 5. Saboteur. When you play an event, you may put a clone unit from your discard pile on the bottom of your deck if you do draw a card. Oh, it's like an anti-discard deck. That's kind of cool. And you get a draw card off of it. The Saboteur is really good. To be able to Saboteur in for 5 is really good because that could be a threat on the board. And then his ability is kind of crazy because, yeah, if you were able to, you could cycle events, actually, is what I'm thinking. The events won't come back, but I mean, if you play an event and then you draw a card and you draw another event, play another event, so you could like kind of rapid fire events. But I don't know if there's really anything you would want to rapid fire right now, really. Tri-Droid Suppressor, okay, something bigger, 7 to 4/7, exploit 2, so you could get it down to 3 cost. When played, exhausted enemy ground unit. It's only common. Yeah, these exploit cards that are common, these big exploit cards that are common are going to be really nasty in draft. It's another good exploit card for that. Okay, we got an upgrade, a 1 cost upgrade, and it's droid cohort. Attach unit gains when defeated, create a battle droid token, 1+1+1. Okay, so it creates another battle droid token. I don't know, that's just kind of, I think it's kind of a drafter token deck kind of thing. On the top of things, on the top of things, it shows Padme. Wow, and they put her in the bare midriff finally for the attack of clones. That's funny. 2 cost. When played, attached unit can't be attacked this phase unless it has Sentinel. +2 on top of things. +0 uncommon. Ugh, that's like kind of. When played, attached unit can't be attacked this phase. Ugh, man, this is like, golly, dude. Another really good card for Boba. Jeez, that's gross, dude. This is gross. Well, man, I guess you could always remove him. You could always remove him with Rivals Fall, I guess. Oh yeah, this is just. I mean, it's a very. I like the ability. I like the ability of not being able to be attacked. That's really strong. It lets you get. A lot of times when people play upgrades and they immediately remove the unit, so the fact that it protects your unit is very good. Shadowed Intentions 3 costing upgrade. It's a 0/0 bonus. Attached unit gains. This unit can't be captured, defeated, or returned to its owner's hand by enemy card abilities. Rare. Jeez, dude, they're just giving more power to Boba, it seems. So it protects him from a rival's fall. And that Rival's Fall was one of the only things that could take out Boba with a powered up Boba. That's just gross. Looks like upgrade removal needs to be a thing. They need to have a little bit more upgrade removal, or people need to play the upgrade removal from the first set. I feel like the upgrade removal is going to be necessary in some of these situations. Jeez, in pursuit, 0 cost event, exhaust a friendly unit if you do exhaust an enemy unit. For a 0 cost, that's very nice. Like that could save your bacon sometimes, man. Political pressure, 1 cost event. Choose an opponent. They may discard a random card from their hand. If they don't, create 2 battle droid tokens. Common. Okay, so it's a very kind of common weak event kind of thing. Unmasking the conspiracy, 1 cost event. Discard a card from your hand. If you do, look at an opponent's hand and discard a card from it. Rare. Oh, this is really actually this is like really good. Yeah, this is like really good. You could use this in the Kylo Ren to discard your own card that's beneficial to you. Yeah, I mean this could be really annoying actually. The fact that it's 1 cost is the thing that kind of puts it over the top. In anything, it's pretty much like a Spark of a Rebellion, but it can go in any kind of deck. And when you combine this with Spark of Rebellion, it's going to be, yeah, targeting your hand is going to be a thing. There's going to definitely be decks that are control decks that target somebody's hand. Being able to draw cards is going to become more important as this goes on. Yikes, dude! I don't know, man. I don't know how this is going to play out, but this does seem very good. Breaking in 2. Attack with the unit gets +2 and it gains Saboteur for this attack. It's a common. That's a nice Saboteur bonus. Basically, just attacking in with Saboteur is good. Now there are 2 of them. That's cool. 3-cost event. If you control exactly 1 unit, play a non-vehicle unit from your hand that shares a trait with a unit you control. It costs 5 less? No way. Yikes, dude. This is a legendary card. You're my only hope. I mean, you're my only hope. I think it's 3 cost and it saves you 5. But on this one, you get to play from your hand instead of the top of your card, instead of the top of your deck. It's interesting. I don't know. We'll have to see how this plays out. It's very interesting though. Prisoner of the War, 4-cost event. A friendly unit captures an enemy non-leader, non-vehicle unit. If the enemy unit costs less than the friendly unit, create 2 battle droid tokens. Okay, so it's a capture card. It's uncommon. That seems like kind of for draft or something. Basically, it's just a capture card. I don't know. People don't really like capture that much, and it's kind of pricey for that. I don't like the price on that. So we got a 1-cost space unit, which is really cool. 1/2 with a Saboteur. That's cool. And they put some more Saboteur in space. It's okay. Battle Droid Escort, 3-cost. 3. It's a 1/1 for 3. What the heck? When played and when defeated, create a Battle Droid token. And it's a starter set. Okay, so it's gonna put out 2 Battle Droid tokens immediately. Yeah, I don't know. It's okay. Just Battle Droid token creator. Super Battle Droid, 3-cost, 4/3, common. I mean, it's not much better than just a 3/3 Sentinel or. So I feel like the 3-cost it should be. I don't know. 4/3 is okay, but it doesn't have any abilities, so nothing amazing. Dwarf Spider Droid, 4-cost, 3/4 with grit. Another kind of, I don't know, seems like a mediocre kind of card. The grid is very nice. Yeah. Patrolling AAT, 5-cost, 4/5 Sentinel. I don't see anything amazing. You could cheat it out with Separatist, make it cheaper, but Hellfire Tank, 8-cost, 7/6 exploit 2, so it's pretty big. For almost everything with exploit is really good so far. So you put this out for 4, and it's gonna be a 7/6. Yeah, it's gonna happen, man. some exploit plays are gonna happen, and they're gonna be nasty plays. When you drop something huge out on the table, it's gonna hurt. This game, it's gonna change. It's gonna change the game. This thing's gonna definitely change the game. The Invisible Hand Imposing Flagship. Okay, it's a cool picture. 8 cost, 4/7. When played, create 4 battle droid tokens. So that's a lot of tokens to create. But it doesn't. Oh, it does have Separatist, so you could exploit it out with Dooku, and it creates a bunch more tokens for you to exploit again. On attack, exhaust any number of friendly Separatist units to deal 1 damage to defending player's base for each unit exhausted this way. Okay, so you tap your units and they can deal damage directly to the base. I don't know. I feel like for 8, the fact that it's 8 is kind of pricey with all these big units that have exploit. So like this kind of like needs exploit or something. But yeah, I don't know. Create a bunch of battle. It is a space unit that creates a bunch of battle droid tokens on the ground. So if you're like, I don't know, it's interesting. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be amazing, but we'll see. Battle Droid Legion. Okay, it's a 9 cost, 6/5 exploit 2, so you can take that down to a 5 cost. When defeated, create 3 battle droid tokens. Uncommon. Okay. So that's pretty good. I think that's a decent droid token creator. See, when I exploit 2, it's like it's gonna restock itself for 1. So because if you sacrifice 2 now and then when it dies, it puts out 3. So you can kind of get some cycling going on with that. Yeah. So for 5, I don't know. Seems like there's some really powerful stuff for 5 other than this, but it's definitely good for like a token. It could be good for a battle if you're going for the battle droid thing. We got an upgrade. It's 4 cost upgrade. Grievous's wheel bike. Whoa, that's cool. Definitely a cool picture. While playing this upgrade on General Grievous, it costs 2 less to play, so it's only gonna be 2 for him. And you attach an only review. He gains attached unit gains overwhelm. That's good. It comes in the starter, and it's a 3 +3/+3 for Grievous for 2. It's a definitely above the curve upgrade, and it gives Grievous overwhelm, or gives anything overwhelm, but it gives Grievous. He can play it for 2, so that's cool. Droid deployment, 2 cost, create 2 battle droid tokens. So just token creator. So that's what I was thinking. It's only you're only paying 1 resource per token. So that's actually a good card because you're just paying 1. I guess they probably figure that the more you create, like the dangerous it becomes. So you should pay more for it. But to create 2 for 2 is like really, that's nice. And is an event card, so that'd be good with that one guy who can cycle events, if you could be able to cycle events. Merciless Contest. Whoa, look at this picture. It's like Dooku, like Maul's like jumping in. Or is that his brother or something? Maul's brother, I think. Or is Maul like jumping in, and then there's like the Ventress. That's cool. 3 cost event. Each player chooses a non-leader unit they control to defeat those units. Each player chooses a non-leader unit they control to defeat those. Oh, that's weird. And it's like basically if you got some cheap little tokens out and they got something really good, you could take it out. Execute Order 66. It's a 4 cost event. Deal 6 damage to each Jedi unit. Whoa! Each Jedi unit. Wow. For each unit defeated this way, its controller creates a clone trooper token. Okay. So they get clone troopers back, and it's rare. But oh man, if they got a board of Jedis and you just blast them all, that's like crazy. All right, now we're into the heroic cards, and we have 332nd Stalwart, and that's a 1 cost 1/2 clone trooper, and has coordinate. This unit gets +1/+1 starter card, so it's just a clone trooper that gets buffed a little bit if you got coordinate. Phase 1 clone trooper, it's a 2/3/2. The 3/2 is nice for only 2. Common, but no abilities. So, phase 2 clone trooper. It's a 3 cost 3/2. It's got ambush, so it's gonna run out and just hit something. Which makes this almost like a removal card for 3, or if you have 3 damage. I don't know. It's mediocre. Republic Commando, and it's 3 cost 2/5. 5 is surprising. Coordinate Saboteurs too are common. Okay. I mean, if you get the coordinate ability, Saboteur is nice, but the power is not that good. Deck ETA 2 Light Interceptor. It's a 5 cost 3/4 space unit. Restore 2. Like the Restore 2 is cool. It's kind of pricey for the power that you're getting. The Restore 2 definitely pays off. Yeah, there's already a lot of units in space that restore at this point, and so I don't know if this one is. I guess if you really want to do a restores in space, now you got another one. That kind of be nasty. Armored Saber Tank for 6 cost 5/5 Sentinel. Lots of tanks in this set. That's cool. It's a 5/5 Sentinel common. I mean, it's okay. I mean, I feel like there's better Sentinels, but you'd rather play like Obi-Wan. I think would be probably better than this for sure. But probably is used for draft because it's common. Tranquility Inspiring Flagship, 7 cost 7/6 capital ship. When played, you may return a Republic unit from your discard pile to your hand, so that's good. On attack, each of the next 3 Republic cards you play this phase costs 1 less to play, and it's a rare. Huh? So like cheapen up some stuff. But it's only like 3 Republic cards this phase. But that's on attack though, so that means you play it, and then next turn you'll have 8 resources, and so you could play 3 different smaller units. Yeah, I feel like it's going to save you like a little bit, but it's not really that much. At that point in the game, you're kind of wanting to ramp up to something bigger. So it's like, why play a bunch of little things? Yeah. ATTE Vanguard 8 cost 6/9. Interesting. Restore 3. Oh, so that's a pretty hefty restore 3. When defeated, create 2 clone trooper tokens. Uncommon. The fact that it's uncommon, I do feel like this will get played in draft for sure. 8 is a kind of high cost, but the Restore 3 is cool. Yeah, it's almost like another Reinforcement Walker. So if you played this and a Reinforcement Walker, you could have 2 of them, but that's a lot of Restore on board. Ahsoka's Padawan lightsaber. Okay, cool, another lightsaber, 1 cost. And when played, if the attached unit is Ahsoka Tano, you may attack with a unit, and it's a +2 starter. Okay, so throwing this on a leader is going to be good for her. Lets you attack with another unit, and she gets the buff. Yeah, it's okay. It's just another upgrade. Well, most upgrades are +2s. Heroes on both sides. It's a 2 cost event. Choose up to 1 Republic unit and up to 1 Separatist unit. Give each chosen unit +2/+2 and Saboteur for this phase. It's a cheap cost buff. 4 cost buff. Gives you 4 damage buff. Interesting. Sword and Shield Maneuver, 2 cost event. Give each friendly trooper unit raid +1 for this phase. Ouch. Give each friendly Jedi unit Sentinel for this phase. What? Oh, I like that. This card's good. Uncommon. Yikes, dude. So that's actually really good. So if you got a Jedi and then you got a bunch of clone troopers out, like this is a really powerful swing. And it's only 2. It's gonna be good. Drop in. It's a 4 cost event. Create 2 clone trooper tokens. That's an awesome picture of stormtroopers busting through a window. That's a really cool picture. It's only common. It's pricey, but you get clone trooper tokens. They're 2/2s, so it's decent. Aggravate Parliamentarian. What the weird? This guy looks goofy, man. Dude, this guy looks creepy and weird. Interesting. 2 cost, 2/2. When played, choose an opponent. They shuffle their discard pile and put it on the bottom of their deck. Choose an opponent. They shuffle the discard pile, put it on the bottom of their deck. Choose an opponent. Why would you want to do that? I don't get it. If you're discarding their deck, why would you want to shuffle the discard pile? Yeah. I don't know what this guy is for. I don't know. That's a weird card, and I don't know what it's for. Headhunter's Squadron. 2 cost unit. This is a gray now unit. 1/4 common. It's just a generic unit for space and for draft. It looks like. Brain Invader. Weird. Oh, that looks creepy. 4 cost unit. 2/4. It's a rare gray card. That's interesting. Each leader loses all abilities except for epic actions and can't gain abilities. What? Yikes, dude! This card's like game changing on the table, man. Dude, this would be really good against like Boba Fett. If like powering up Boba Fett, you put this guy out, they lose all their abilities. Like he's gonna be a target. Like you're gonna put this out, and he's immediately gonna get targeted. But I like the nullifying abilities. That's fun. That's an interesting card. I wonder how it's gonna be used, and I wonder if it's gonna work good. Holdout Blaster, 1 cost upgrade. It's just a +1. And when you play, you may have an attached unit deal 1 damage to a ground unit. Yeah, it's a really generic upgrade. Private Manufacturing, 2 cost event. Draw 2 cards. If you control no token units, put 2 cards from your hand on the bottom of your deck in any order. So you want to have token units, and it's uncommon. Like to draw 2 cards for 2 is crazy good. So this will definitely fuel some token decks. Being able to draw extra cards and put out tokens and stuff is very good. So that's overall this card's good. All right, so now we're gonna go to the cards that were not released when I first did my other videos. So but we do have a leader, Chancellor Palpatine. So Palpatine's now he has got 2 leaders, one as Emperor, now this. So that's cool. Playing both sides. Yellow Heroic. So as Yellow Heroic, he's a Republic official. This leader starts the game with this side faced up. And action. If a friendly heroic unit was defeated this phase, draw a card. Heal 2 damage from your base. Then flip this leader. And ta-da! Darth Sidious playing both sides. Yellow, black. So he actually doesn't have a deploy ability, which is interesting. It's a new twist on the game. You do action if you played a dark villainy card this phase, create a clone trooper token. Clone trooper tokens are white, which is interesting. Deal 2 damage to each enemy base, then flip this leader. Where everybody's gonna have to wait and see how this goes and how this works. So that's an interesting twist on the game, and so there could be more leaders later on. I mean, it leaves a door open for more leaders later on to have this as well and not deploy. But I would say he is, he's more of a leader that's behind the scenes doing stuff. So interesting. Sundari. Okay, it's a Mandalorian, so it's a base. We got some bases here. Crystal City. That's a cool one. And we got Lair of Grievous. That's cool. And Tipoca City. It's the clone city, Camino. On Camino. That's a cool one, too. We got KCM Mining Facility. It's where they were setting up some bases. The Emperor was. Whoops. We got the Nest. Looks kind of, I don't know, this one, I don't think this one's all that good. Looks very bland. Level 1313. Ooh. It's part of Coruscant, so come out of scum and villainy kind of place. We got Pike's Palace. That's kind of cool looking. Okay, starting off with some of the blue cards that were missed. We got Devastating Gunship. It's a 5-cost unit with 3/5, and it's got grit. Kind of nice. It's only common. When played, defeat an enemy unit with 2 or less remaining HP. Oh, so it hits for 2 basically, but it only has a little bit of room to buff up. So, it's just another unit. Space could be good for draft there. All right, we got Providence Destroyer, 8 cost, 5/7, big stats. Exploit 2, so you can take this down to 4. Very, very good. On attack, give an enemy space unit -2/-2 for this phase. Well, that's pretty good. Uncommon. So yeah, of course, like I was saying before, all of the exploit cards seem to be extra powerful, and they're probably going to be decently good. So, lethal crackdown, 4-cost event, defeat a non-leader unit, deal damage to your base equal to that unit's power. What? Okay, so it's a one cheaper Vanquish, but you got to take the power to your base. Nobody's going to play this. I don't see anybody playing this card. Yeah, I don't see anybody playing this at all. This, I guess draft. Okay, this will be played in draft, and that's it probably. Baris Ophi, unassuming apprentice. Wow, she looks like almost like she's dark side right here with this red on her. She's got a blue lightsaber, and she's a Force Jedi Republic, so that's cool. She almost looks like she's like turning the dark side. Oh wow, it's a 1-cost Jedi. Wow. Okay, 1/1/1. Each friendly unit that was healed this phase gets +1/+0. Units that get healed that much, and that's a really small buff. But she's only 1. She's a rare. It's a weird. 41st Elite Corps. That's cool. 3/3/3. Coordinate. This unit gets +0/+3. So it's just another trooper token here. Very, very basic. It looks like with the power. For the Republic, it's an upgrade, a 3-cost upgrade. If you control 3 more Republic units, this upgrade costs 2 less to play. It only costs 1. Attached unit gains Coordinate Restore 2, 2+2/+2. Huh? It's rare. Oh man, I would hate to get this as a rare, but it is not. It is pretty decent actually. I mean, Compassionate Senator, 1-drop again, 0/4, so he's really weak. Action, healed 2 damage from a unit or base, and it's 2 to play that. It's kind of expensive for an ability, but the fact that you could do it over and over is nice, and you could also heal base, which is nice. Yeah, I don't see it going much further than that. Warrior Drone, 1/1/4, 1 cost, 1/4. Separatist. So this is just a draft card, pretty much. I don't see it doing anything else. Trade Federation Subtle, 3 cost, 2/3. When played, if you control a damage unit, create a battle droid token. You're gonna have a lot of battle. You usually do have a battle damage unit a lot of times, so the ability will fire off quite a bit. Other than that, it's just a spaceship. 2/3 spaceship in space. So it could be good for battle droid deck. Vulture Interceptor Wing, 4 cost, 3/3. On attack, give an enemy unit -1/-1 for this phase. That's a cool on attack ability. You can give any enemy units. You can hit the ground units with that. That's cool. Uncommon. You pay for it though. You got to pay a whole extra resource because a lot of cards are better stats than this. But that's interesting on attack ability. Falconian Ion tank. Okay. 6 cost, 4/6. Pretty beefy. Sentinel common. So more draft, kind of like draft Sentinel. I still feel like, well, it's the same stats as Obi-Wan, but I mean, obviously, I feel like Obi-Wan's better because he's got a lot more going for him. Perilous Position. Wow. Oh my gosh. Is that Anakin? Who is that? Oh no. Is that? Oh, okay. That's not Anakin. That's a. Looks like a Jedi of some sort. Whoa, -2/-2. When played, exhaust attach unit. Whoa, okay. So it's a negative upgrade. I like that. That's cool. Unshakable Will, 2 it's a 4-cost upgrade. Attached unit gains Sentinel. Cool. Now we got another way to get in Sentinel other than that double blue. And they get +2/+2. Uncommon. Yeah. You're paying 2 pretty much. There's a lot of upgrades that are +2/+2s. And they give you an ability, and they only cost 2. So you're kind of paying 2 to give a guy Sentinel. That could be good, and it's circumstantial, really. Guarding the Way event, 2-cost event. Give a unit sentinel for this phase. If you have the initiative, also give that unit +2/+2 for this phase. We got Chirrut here, chilling. That's cool. Giving sentinel is good, and you're paying 2 for it, and you get the bonus. I like the ability to give a guy a sentinel can really hose over people, hose over somebody's game plan. I like that. Disruptive Burst, 3-cost event. Give each enemy unit -1 for this phase. There's a bunch of battle droids getting shocked. Yep, uncommon. So yeah, it's gonna take out battle droids. That's pretty good. And we're going to green now. So Advanced Recon Commando, 3-cost unit, 4/3. Overwhelm, common. So yeah, it's a 4/3 with Overwhelm. That's decent. And it's common, kind of for draft, most likely. Petition the Senate, 3-cost event. If you control 3 more officials units, draw 3 cards. A lot of officials aren't really that strong. So that's the problem. But it is cool though to be able to draw 3 cards, 1 for each resource. That's very, very nice. Steadfast Senator, 1-cost, 0/4. Pretty weak sauce. Action 2, so it's expensive. Attack with unit gets +2 for the stack. Yeah, that's too expensive. I just feel like that's not worth it. It is an official though, so if you're trying to get those officials and stuff, there could be some kind of setup with the officials and I don't know, these weird green cards. Cheap green cards. Ryloth Militia, 2-cost unit, 2/3. Okay, raid +1 common. So it's kind of a draft card. It's a 3/3 for 2 again, but actually it is. So you could, that's pretty decent damage. It's just a 3/3 for 2. And it's in green, so you could do the other one too, the Marine. So you could have multiple units that are really cheap and kind of got some power to them. B2 Legionnaires, 5-cost, 5/4, Sentinel, Overwhelm, and it's common. That's another Sentinel. Not too powerful for the 5. 5 for 5 is okay, but there's some crazy stuff in this set. So, okay, something big here. Yeah, Boctoid Spider Droid. That's a cool picture. I like it. Cool picture. It's an 8-cost unit. It's only 5/6. Okay. Exploit 2, so you can bring it down to 4. It has ambush. Oh, okay. I like the ambush on that. If you are doing exploit, it's very good, but if you're not doing exploit, it's expensive. So squad support, 3-cost upgrade. This unit gets +1/+1 for each trooper unit control. What? I'm pretty sure that the clones are troopers, so man, that could be a death blow right there. And that's the last card of the set. So I hope you enjoyed all my commentary. If you have any questions or if you guys want to discuss or talk any cards, let's comment in below. And thank you for watching all my videos and watching any of my videos if you watched any of them. And I hope you'll like and subscribe, and we can and I'll definitely be posting more Star Wars Unlimited content. I also post video game content on this channel, but if I get a large response from the Star Wars, I'm going to be posting a lot more tabletop stuff as well. And it's been fun doing these videos, so I've enjoyed it. And I was able to kind of learn, and I hope you're able to learn a lot of the cards too before the pre-release. So I would say this set looks really strong. There's a lot of good Force units in the set, and there's a lot of good, interesting new twists to the game. The tokens definitely going to add an interesting twist to the game. But overall, I think this set is pushing up a little bit, and it will be probably right up there with Spark for power level. So the cards might be sought after for right now. So there is a number of duds in this set too. There's a number of dud cards that are they're really not that good. And fortunately, some of those are legendaries and rares as well. So you might get those in packs and just be like, oh, I just got a dud. I do think that there's some really positive stuff in the set. It's going to be exciting to try it out and to play. Draft should be really interesting. There's a lot of variety and different things going on in draft. Twin Suns should be fun. There's a lot of different leaders to try out and combinations as well. So anyways, thanks for watching. I guess you heard more from my review here too. And yeah, thank you so much. Have a good day.